mean, we need to be happy and we need to be really very proud that we have this support from the government. And we have here the person of the general direction of the data. We have a general direction of the data in Spain. And she has just arrived from Madrid, even if you come from León. and she's here to explain you the Plan de Impulso, so the pushing plan for data spaces in Spain. Thank you very much, Ruth.
Thank you very much, Francisca. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you, Gaia, thank you, Ulrich, Alberto, everybody for inviting us and contributing to this event. I'm especially honored to be here, and also very happy that this European event is happening in Valencia, in the beautiful city. Congratulations to the organizers for this amazing place. I admit I have a serious challenge right now, because I have to keep you energized at the siesta time. So I'll do my best. I'm going to try to do my best to keep you energized and to keep you listening. And so just to start a little bit on to the topic, we in Europe are at the crossroads. Let me see if this works. Yes. So we are at the crossroads. Our economy in general is slowing down, and we are falling behind. European companies are struggling to remain competitive in the digital world, and the limited adoption of the digital technologies is holding us back in our growth and potential in the global economy. At the same time, we are witnessing one of the most profound technological disruptions in decades, the generative AI. It is transforming every sector, amplifying the importance of the digital capabilities across the entire economy. But our challenge goes deeper. Europe is not just facing a digital transition, we are facing also a digital dependency. And we lack a critical mass of leading digital companies capable of shaping markets. So if we want to preserve our democratic values and the high quality of life we are so proud of, we must reverse this trend, and urgently and decisively. The good news is that Europe is responding, and in the recent years, we are adopting a new generation of data-related regulations. The Data Governance Act, the Data Act, they are all promoting the data sharing as one of the great ways of boosting the economy. In addition, beyond that regulation, Europe is also investing in strategic projects, such as the ones that you represent today. So we actually have a responsibility. We have a responsibility in providing results that help us shift this trend that we have, where we are lacking responsibility. And in order to do this, I believe that the best way is to be bold, both at the ambition and at the implementation. Be very pragmatic and results-oriented, results-oriented, and also making sure we are implementing the technologies that we need. And with that in mind, that was our mindset when we were creating the boosting plan for data spaces. This was a plan that encapsulates all the different activities that we are developing right now. It includes 500 million euro, and it's a boosting plan for all kinds of data spaces. It's transversals, and it's compounded by 11 initiatives. We presented this plan in Spain in November last year. The minister was there, and in general, the whole industry of all different sectors were here. The activities that we are doing are focused on creating and introducing the productivity and competitiveness that Europe needs based on the data spaces through the key actors of a data space, the promoters, the organizations who join the data spaces and make use of it and take a value of that, and the digital industry, the digital technology industry, which is the one who can provide and create the products to use the data and to manage the data. So these are the three key initiatives that we are promoting through the Boosten Plan. And we are also doing other initiatives based on the different strategic axes that appear in this image. Just to mention also that some of the initiatives, the ones that are not transversal, are focused in specific sectors like the tourism, like the smart urban infrastructures, or the new language technology. These are more sectoral specific initiatives, but we have very much initiatives for transversal sectors. And what we have seen so far is that the tourism, the agriculture, and the mobility have been the most active on this. So where we are right now, we have started some time ago, also even the time that I was not there at the general director, the direction. It's a very new direction. It only has 1 year. And so some of the activities have happened beforehand, but most of the new ones have happened around this year, which were like the ones focused on these three key measures. And where we are is almost all of them are already in execution mode, while there is one that is being designed right now, and I will tell you a little bit more because I see also that there is some interest. We were having the lunch and there were several people asking me about this. So yeah, starting with some of the ones that are already in execution mode. As I mentioned, most of the activities happen focused on the three key actors or the three key roles of a data space. And in this particular case, we were focusing on the promoters of a data space, those that support the governance and create the platform and around use cases that provide the value in order to create this data space. So we have launched 2 calls. One is already granted, and the beneficiaries are already creating data spaces. And the second one is about to be published very, very soon. I know there were also people asking me about this in days, I hope. It's going to be published, the results of the call. One of the main also initiatives that we have launched, just connecting to what we were talking about at the beginning. As we are lacking a digital industry, we thought that it was very, very important to promote the creation of products related to data products. Things like data that support us on anonymization, applying AI for data governance, creating data spaces, supporting on the metadata elements, all type of products, also specific to sector-specific products. We have seen several products just like for a specific sector that they are producing. And this is the call that we launched also last year, and we are hoping to provide and to publish the beneficiaries in the very short term. So yeah, with all these initiatives that I was mentioning, there are currently over 100 projects of almost 200 million. I included a map. So where you see like the dark tone of green means that there are more projects, and the lighter color means that there are less projects. But what we can see here is that there is a full capillarity in all parts of Spain, and that's also very, very interesting because we actually didn't plan on that. It has happened just throughout the calls and the projects that we have done. And this other picture represents the projects which have been submitted, and they are about to be resolved. So probably not all of them, but I hope many of them get the grant and they could be developed. We received over almost 300 projects. Some of these have launched because there were missing some papers, but in total right now we have evaluated 260 projects. with a mobilized investment of over 200 million. One of the initiatives that probably nobody's asking me, but I think it's actually very, very important for everybody here, is one initiative which does not involve funding to some others, but we internally are doing, which is this public data support to the different ministries and agencies in our government, so that they provide the data, that the data spaces that are being created by the private sector are being published, because not all the data is from the private, right? We in the government have a vast amount of data that we can actually reuse, and we want to provide the public data and the open data that the data spaces need. So we are actually working with over 20 different entities. Most of them are ministries, but also other agencies like the agency that works with the roads in Spain, or the meteorology agency, so that they open up more data which would be available for the data space. One other measure that is not about funding to you, but I think it actually has a very important goal in order to get all these pieces together succeed, is the reference center for data spaces. It's some kind of similar to what you know in the data spaces support center, but from Spain, and focused on understanding what the data spaces in Spain are doing, helping and supporting them on the interoperability, supporting also on the communication. That was something that everybody is asking me, well, you have to do more communication, so we are actually working on that. And also supporting them on a sectoral specific basis. For example, today I was with the health industry in Spain, and they are also building data spaces, and they need support on standards, on identifying what can be used. And so all of this is going to be done by the reference center, and we are just building now. And we are also doing it to support the projects that we are building, so that they can interoperate and federate, and they also comply with and converge with the European companies which are alike, so that we have interoperability across all of them. I should have changed the slide. Here is some of what I have explained. So yeah, coming to the new initiatives, this is the one that is missing, which is the Data Space Kit. It's an initiative that we thought from the very beginning, but as we know, we need the data spaces to be created so that we can get the most out of it. It's taking us also our time to launch it, but we are hoping by the summer that this initiative will be launched, and all the participants who want to join a data space and who want to invest in preparing their data, normalizing it, connecting to the connectors existing, can use this funding. It's probably most of you know, the minimis regulation, which is a regulation from Spain, from Europe, where you can fund some, I would say, a few ten thousands of euros. With this regulation, it's not like a regular research and development regulation. And with this, we hope we can support and get more participants in all the different data spaces, the ones in Spain, but also the ones in Europe that are being created, and the participants want to join. I'm going to finalize here, but just to mention that we are doing this together with the rest of the stakeholders. We are building this in a very, very inclusive way. And this means talking to the industry. So we are talking to our sectors. This means talking to our regions. We are having every 2 months a meeting with our regions, talking about this and how they can actually participate or support or create this, and also with our ministries, with the different topics such as the Ministry of Tourism or the Ministry of Agriculture. We together are launching info sessions and supporting their sector-specific needs. Well, with this, I want to just thank you for your time. And just to mention one more thing is that, yeah, just coming back to the beginning, we have been very, very lucky to have a great amount of funding. I think it's also our responsibility to use it in the best way and in the most pragmatic way so that we actually get the value that we are looking for. Thank you very much.